Hello, my name is Russ Mikkelson, Director of Bands at The Ohio State University. Here to talk today about John Barnes Chance and the variations on a Korean folk song. John Barnes Chance lived from 1932 to 1972, dying at the age of 39 in a tragic electrocution accident. The variations on a Korean folk song was written in 1965, and John Barnes Chance says the following: "I first became acquainted with the folk song known as Adidong while serving in Seoul, South Korea as a member of the 8th United States Army Band in 1958-1959. The piece is dedicated to his wife, Linda." The form and structure of this piece is that there is a theme and 5 variations. The piece uses no key signatures, and that is actually quite an important item in this score, as will become evident as we move on. The theme, Adidong, is based on a pentatonic melody. The pentatonic scale consists of scale degrees 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6 of the major scale. Adidong itself, presented in the clarinets at the very opening of this piece, begins on the 5th scale degree and moves 5, 6, 5, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So even though E flat is the first note presented, the actual pentatonic root is A flat. So this is based on the A flat pentatonic scale at the beginning. At measure 17, the root A flat becomes the 5th of the D flat pentatonic scale, as the composer sets the tune in the D flat pentatonic key through the rest of the theme. Variation 1 begins in pentatonic G flat and uses both 2-part canon and 3-part canon throughout. Variation 2, the larghetto variation, the theme is presented twice in exact intervallic inversion. In other words, when the pentatonic melody from the opening goes up by step, this one goes down by step. And it's exactly the same intervals throughout, inverted. The variation begins by using the harmonies alternating A flat minor 7, E flat minor 7. The inverted melody then continues a couple of times. And then at measure 108, it's presented back in its original form by the trumpet solo using the key of C flat pentatonic. Variation 3, the Allegro con brio, goes to B flat pentatonic and then moves through a number of pentatonic shifts. Measure 140 in G flat, measure 147 in D, measure 150 back to B flat pentatonic, measure 166, the G flat pentatonic, and then in 168, a whole tone scale descending to a G flat pedal. Variation 4, the 3-2 sostenuto, begins in the key of B pentatonic with a G flat pedal in the timpani throughout the variation. This variation ends with an F7 chord, which leads in variation 5 to a B flat pentatonic. Variation 5 consists of a 3-bar canon. In other words, every 3 measures a new instrument enters, creating a kind of layered canon or ostinato. When the melody finally comes in, it is in B flat pentatonic, and then at measure 223, it is presented in augmentation in the brass, and the piece ends in B flat.